Cool. Cool. We got this. So here's the deal. It's too loud. It's too fucking loud. Dirty here, Ricky. Not the worst thing in the world. But we're getting there. Alright. Welcome back to our playthrough of Kingdom Hearts.
How long has it been?
It's been a bit. It's been a few months. And I can tell you I've only gotten progressively better since that time. I had time to think about it, time to hone my skills.
Practice at home.
I just did the Pegasus Cup here just to get better before.
There's no proof.
Ricky,
There's no proof.
Here's the proof. Here's the proof, bitch. Strike raid. So you get after the Pegasus Cup. Look it up online. There we go. And now I have the ability to throw shit from a distance instead of striking through them like a badass. I don't know. That probably makes it sound a little whippy. I forgot where we left off with the story.
I want to say we finished Peter Pan.
Okay, because I got the glide.
Then we were in Traverse Town before you started needing a warm-up because you said how bad you were after all this time.
I mean, I haven't gotten any better. It's gotta be said. What were you doing in Traverse Town? There's no journal or entry, is there?
Not a specific, like, go do this next thing.
Where's Navi to tell me, like, the wind is blowing from the east? You might want to go check on that, you dumb shit. Right now, I'm just gonna kind of wander around talking to people to figure out exactly where I need to go. Ricky, bring up the strategy guide. God damn.
Did you already look at the Moogles? Did we already meet them?
I don't think so.
In their synthesized shop? You might need to talk to Sid, or whatever the fuck his name is.
What's their fucking drug den? Oh yeah, he's supposed to upgrade our ship to go somewhere.
He's not even supposed to be here anymore, yeah, so...
I think I already bought the upgrade shop part. Remember we had to buy the computer? The advanced computer?
We already did that, though.
Well, Ricky, you're the fucking Game Shark. Tell me where to go.
If I knew where the fuck we were, I'd be able to tell you.
Okay. Fuck it, we're just gonna go to the next map then.
Say, look, let's go back to the overworld, and let me see if, what worlds have been, like, unlocked or beaten or whatever.
You're right, you're right. Maybe we can finally meet the Beauty and the Beast. Fuck shit up.
So we did beat Peter Pan. Yeah, we beat that, And I know we did Atlantis because that was a bitch. And you died like 20 times to what's her face.
Whoa, I don't remember this. We had no recorded evidence of that happening.
So that means we gotta go back to Traverse Town.
Okay.
And in Traverse Town, there's a sequence of events that will lead to us going to Hollow Bastion.
Ooh,
so
spoilers.
I guess we can try looking for Leon and Aerith.
Aren't they in
the
that
sewer?
underground part? The sewer is probably the worst place to be, it's gotta be said. Like, wouldn't that just smell rank the entire time in there? I don't got time for this shit! Oh, I just threw something at someone. Okay. I figured out how to do it now. I was just trying to cast Stunnerga. Alright, where do I go? Is this it?
No. It's up the other ramp.
I think after all this time I'd finally know where to go. It is not apparent. Oh. You know, this is just like walking through downtown Houston, it's gotta be said. People spawning in front of you and trying to rape you. You don't have the issue? No. Maybe not.
I don't think I've ever walked around, like, other than, like, the museum district or some shit.
Well, we did go for Comic Book Blizzard.
Was that considered downtown?
Basically. The George R. Brown Center. I don't know if I'm going the right way.
Oh yeah, and then that scary guy came up to your door when we parked.
And he's like, hello, sir. Y'all want some cheese sticks? I was like, I don't know what that means.
Why are you going to Dalmatian House?
I don't know where to go.
Let's go to the sewer.
Puppies! Ashley! Look at the puppies! They're giving me a present. Ashley just joined. Alright, Ricky, cut to this part now. We made progress. What about this thing?
No, that's just there to tell you ring it 3 times.
Okay.
You really don't remember any of this?
I don't remember shit. It makes me wonder how I beat this game to begin with. My dumbass as a kid is probably smarter than me now. Smarter. I was back when I was in high school studying algebra and shit. I don't remember that shit now. If you said x plus 2 equals 4, I don't know how to find x anymore. That's old, Keith.
You played this in high school?
I played this in every iteration of my life. Ricky.
I was like in the 7th or 8th grade. You're way younger than me.
Listen, Ricky.
I mean, you could have just gotten it.
I don't remember when I played this in preschool, Ricky. Are you happy? I don't know why this is so funny. I like the glide though, he's like fucking Knuckles. Oh boy. Didn't I already fight a bitch like this?
Similar. Well, I guess you'll see the difference in a minute.
Nice try, guy. But you're no match to my spam X technique. Done, fuck off. Easy, Ricky! Put a fucking toothpick in him, cause he's done. Wait. Pull up. Oh, okay. That's not where his arms go. Oh, fuck. Okay, Rick, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna make a 360 and walk out of here. That spam, triangle. I'm invincible. What would you recommend? Attacking his arm legs first or his leg or his arm? I don't know how to put this. His leg arms, arm legs.
I mean, the legs just do like a spinny thing. His freaking lobster claws aren't that dangerous.
Fuck you.
I mean, overall, he's not much harder than the original version.
He just looks more menacing with his helmet down. How do I switch target?
I don't remember.
Fuck. Doesn't matter. I only know one target.
I think it's the right stick.
Does his head have to be attacked too?
I think the head and the body are like the last things that can die.
This guy's a fucking bitch, Rooney. Oh.
Are we playing on easy? Do you remember what difficulty we picked?
I think I picked normal. Is that the easiest?
No.
Is there easy, normal, hard?
There's like a beginner mode.
I wouldn't put it past me to put on beginner, Ricky, but I think we're doing this in normal. Remember, I was getting my ass kicked in Aladdin Land. That gives me the shield, right?
Yes.
Which on normal? Not using that shit. I only have one speed, Ricky, and that's go. If something that I have doesn't do damage, it's not worth my time. Let's skip it. Did I make a Charlie Sheen quote? With a, I only know one speed and that's go.
Was that Charlie Sheen?
I think so. It's like dated Charlie Sheen references. Like, I got Tiger Blood. What a fucking
I know he's
legend.
gonna be the star of the new 9/11 movie.
Are you fucking serious?
Yep.
There's gonna be a 9/11 movie?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
And he's trapped in an elevator.
What the hell?
Like the whole time.
Ooh. That's fucking weird though. I mean, there's... I don't even know.
He believes in the 9/11 conspiracy too, so that's what's
what
even
the
more.
fuck? Why are they
That's
doing
even
this?
more weird about it. Maybe that's what the whole movie's gonna be.
Oh, don't tell me
They're gonna try to
put a
push
spin
it
on
and be like, "Oh, look at all this,"
I wouldn't put it past them to do that. For whatever reason. Oh shit, hold on.
as if creating a fictional movie somehow proves your point. Like,
I'm
so
already-
we got the Navi G, right?
Hmm?
So you gotta go talk to Sid, right? Isn't that what we just got for doing this? We got a ship part.
We did?
Isn't that what you just got for killing the boss? Navi G something?
I don't remember. I got Arrow. I don't remember taking apart. God damn it, my mess. What's up,
Yeah,
Sid?
see?
Hey, wait here. Sucker! Flies off with my only ship. I'm telling you, dude, I'm not happy with our new ship look. It's stronger in every way, but it doesn't meet
Wait, didn't I? All I did was add like boosters to it, right? So you go
And you
faster.
changed out the blocks to be like blue.
Did I?
No frowning, no sad faces.
How can you be so
Oh
cheerful?
god, is he gonna do that
You're still
stupid
a
smile
son of
thing?
your king. Aren't you worried?
You know what I'm talking about?
The king
No.
told us to
Oh, that's at
go
the start,
find
where they're
the
like,
key-bearer
you have
and
to smile,
fetch
Sora.
the
Oh,
key.
yeah.
Smile.
As long as
Eee!
it'll
Almost as bad as the Titus laugh. Almost.
You just gotta
corny
believe in
Disney moment.
yourself, that's all.
Japanese people didn't interpret
Just
correctly.
believe.
I believe in you.
Like they wrote it as like cute smiling scene, and they totally Japanesed it up, made it awkward.
Is that a verb now? Japanese it?
Yeah. When you take something that's not Japanese and you try to make it, and Japanese people try to make it,
I'm trying to make it kawaii
and
desu.
it's awkward because it was clearly made by Japanese.
You saying it's not awkward for them, but it's for American audiences?
Well, it's like if you were to write something creatively, like how to like a social event or some kind of comedic thing like that, where it's like, okay, ship runs on smiling faces, blah blah, cute kid smiles to, and whatever. It's like, but because they're like, they don't know that type of humor. Like that just it doesn't like to them. It's all like bloody noses and short skirts for children. So
You're so fucking such a stereotyper. They're all with their roar.
well, I
and
mean,
their-
how often does Disney create awkward moments like that where it's like no one knows what to say? Like Disney's pretty good at writing stories, if nothing else.
Yeah, Japan's just too busy with their ramen noodles and their Pearl Harbor attacks to know how to do comedic timing. What the fuck? Oh my goodness. I just watched a World War II documentary, so
This lady has like super flat tits just floating off of her torso.
I don't want to see grandma tits.
Look at
I wasn't looking
look
there.
At you can see the model is just like popping out,
It does look
but it's still like flattened.
Yeah, I don't know why they bothered with that. So I just gave her like.
Do people not age gracefully in Japan?
No, they aged very well.
Then why is it like every time you see an old person in anything Japanese, like anime or whatever, it's always like this tiny.
No,
like,
someone made a chart. It goes from like 20 up, they look exactly the same. Like I'm talking about all the way to like 50. And then as soon as they hit 60 in menopause, they go fucking haggard. And then at 70, they turn short. And they're just like 4 feet off the ground.
Is that true?
Fuck if I know, dude. I've never been to Japan.
It's just like it's their own interpretations, obviously, because all I have to go off of is.
Us white people are just ugly throughout their entire lives, so it's fine. Like, I'm okay with that. That's something I have to live with. After some while, I'm just gonna get this weird beer gut that's gonna show up randomly, and I'm just gonna be outside making barbecues all day.
I feel like Mexicans just age, and all they get is like more lines all over their face.
And that's it.
Yeah, like everything else is pretty much the same. The hair will change color maybe, but it's just like how many rolls are in your face. That's how you like. So you can tell the age.
When I start calling everyone sport is when you gotta look out, though. That's when I start
I think
going.
Mexicans call anybody sport. Is that a white people thing?
Yeah.
Like old white people to call you sport.
They call you sport champ.
Well, Great Gatsby, he used sport a lot, didn't he? And he was young.
I never saw that movie.
Maybe it's just a white thing in general. You never saw. I'm talking about the book.
I never saw that either.
You never saw that book.
I put it down and tried to make it like watch it, and it didn't happen. Nothing happened. Ricky, if you're gonna point out to the audience that I can't read, it's gonna be fucking mean. I probably should listen to Sid. What do you say to go?
Now we have to go to Hollow Bastion. If you put that chip in your thing, he gave you directions to Hollow Bastion.
You gave me a chip. I was probably gonna eat it, Ricky. That's, I feel like we already made enough racist jokes towards the Japanese people for today, so we might have to go to different cultures, like the Russians.
Well, there's a lot going on with North Korea. Are they still count as Asian? Because all the other Asians hate them.
Isn't North Korea in Japan? No. No.
That's more racist than any other racist joke I've made so far.
But it's so ignorantly racist that it was intentionally stupid, you know what I mean? We weren't trying to be smart about it. Like, oh my gosh. North Korea, that's a whole fucking thing. Thank goodness.
All I know is I saw something like Japan said they wouldn't declare war, right? Ever. Like that's part of their. It's like what the president said or whatever they call it. What does Japan have?
Prime Minister?
Is it a prime minister?
Fuck, I know.
Like I saw something that said that they said they'll never declare war again. Like that's their vow. But then I also saw that like apparently like North Korea straight up wants to take Japan, which who can blame them? Because out of all the like Asian countries, that's definitely like the most world popular, I would say, as far as tourism and status.
I don't even know what the thing North Korea's thinking.
But then I also read somewhere that like China said they would defend them if America tried to attack them.
China's
But
a
I
bad
think that's
term
just
for
because China wants it for themselves. Like they just want to take that shit over because it's right next door.
Ricky, the only foreign affairs I'm concerned with is what countries have oil and how can we take it from them.
China has oil. It's in all their lakes and shit.
What?
Is that not where all the pollution comes from?
No, the pollution comes from all their factories and shit that have like no,
The factories don't make oil?
the factories don't make oil. What the fuck are you talking about?
Who makes the oil?
Oil comes from the ground, asshole.
But there's plenty of ground in China. Why wouldn't there be any oil there?
I don't know. Some places have more oil concentration than others.
Well, that's not fair.
It's just like the places that have a lot of shale, and people get oil from the shale, but like it fucks with all
What the
the.
fuck is shale?
You know what shale is?
Isn't that like a
de-
spice? Isn't that like a cooking spice?
No, it's like some kind of dense dark rock. When I was out somewhere, I forgot where exactly. My parents showed it to me, and they're like, "Yeah, people will extract oil from here through fracking." And which
Not
they-
fracking is when you like throw a grenade at somebody over a wall or some shit, and it like. Am I getting that wrong? What the fuck is fracking then?
Fracking is like the process of extracting oil from a dense mineral.
A dense mineral.
Yeah, like a mineral that has a lot of oil in it. I'm probably explaining this like a really stupid way. I took a petroleum engineering internship for a while, so I know a little bit, but anyone that actually knows what I'm talking about is probably like, what the fuck is this kid on about? No.
I could have sworn I've heard something like "get fracked, noob."
Get fragged.
What's the difference?
Frag with a G.
Oh.
That's like frag out, fragmentation.
Oh, like, okay. Well, then where the fuck? I've heard fracking somewhere before, and I didn't feel like it didn't have anything to do with ale. Or oil. Ale.
Ale. Oh fuck! Ah! What the fuck?
You actually lost this shit?
I actually lost. I didn't know it could come up behind me. What kind of bullshit is that? All right, we gotta go to the
Well,
garage.
that's why. Didn't I give you a radar?
Did it warn you that it's coming up behind you?
We're not gonna do all this editing shit on the fucking camera.
I'm a 3D modeler.
Just
We
get
can't know what I'm
good
doing. I probably explained it terribly, so if you want to look more about fracking, visit www.petroleum-engineersociety.com, which I've been to a few meetings. It made me want to blow my brains out. But the Society of Petroleum Engineers.
So, what exactly does North Korea have that keeps them in any kind of wealth?
They don't.
They don't have any wealth? Then how are they even like a world power?
They're not a world power, Ricky.
Then why the fuck does it matter? Just someone take them over.
What's fucked up?
Like, China's right next door, right?
Well, they have a fuck ton of zealots with shitty weaponry, but
Zealots.
zealots.
Aren't those like cultists? That like... The only time I've heard zealot is from like the undead in Warcraft 3. Isn't that what they call them?
Well, zealots are like, they have like strong religious values that turn them into like fanatics.
What the hell is the North Korean religion?
Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-un is their god.
Is that really their religion?
Yeah, that's what they
I
believe
didn't
in.
know that. I figured they were just another fucking...
Like, did you
some
not see
kind
that?
of weird
Did you not see that
Buddhist-
documentary where like an optometrist goes into North Korea?
Keith, I will never willingly watch documentaries. about
Documentaries are
anything.
amazing. But anyways, this optometrist goes to North Korea, right? And he starts doing this routine procedure, right? I forget what it's called. Cataract surgery,
Is that the one with Seth Rogen and...
basically. Oh fuck, this is gonna be tough. So he goes to North Korea and he starts doing like routine cataract surgery because they don't have any sort of like sight surgery like knowledge or know-how. So he goes there and
yeah,
he
but I
starts.
thought that was like a biological thing.
What?
They got the squinty eyes.
Oh my fucking. Anyways, racist
Like,
was
what's the point of even trying to be an eye doctor in a country where nobody like they all have like 20% eyes?
So, anyways, he goes. Blatant racist. He goes there and he starts doing these like operations on these nearly blinded individuals because they can't see shit because of all the like their fucked up eyes. And after fixing them through surgery, they're able to see for the first time in like years. And the first thing they do after being able to see goes, "Thanks, Kim Jong-un!" Like as loud as they can, just to show out their support.
I mean, technically, he let the doctor into the country, right, to do it.
Yeah, but the doctor's right in front of him.
So why wouldn't you thank him?
Oh.
Like in a country where they don't like let anybody in, so he lets a doctor through to help them. So why wouldn't they say thank you for letting the doctor in to save me?
That's a really fucked up mentality.
Like the doctor just did what he's gonna do anywhere he goes because that's what he does. But Kim Jong-un like broke his own rules and like let the white man in. Right?
That's not how I see it, but it's good in my sense. Yeah, but like if a guy has a gun pointed at your head and you broke your leg and he says, "This guy can fix your leg," some fucking random doctor who begged me to come help you.
Well, yeah, you should.
And you're like, "Thanks, man, with gun.
Yeah.
You're the best. I love you so much."
Because why didn't if you were injured, why wouldn't he just shoot you in the head and keep you from impeding his progress? Like,
but would you thank him for everything dear in life, everything you ever loved?
you've never seen a heist movie where they like the bank robber like gets everyone to get fed while they're being and they like there's the
Stockholm
one nice
syndrome?
old lady that's like, "Thank you, young man," like because she knows that he didn't have to do any of that shit. He's a fucking criminal and was gonna totally like he's gonna probably kill all of them anyways, but he still kept them fed. He wasn't an asshole.
Are you saying that North Korea is under a giant source of Stockholm syndrome, and they're just
Maybe.
like? Anyways, the doctor.
I just didn't know that there were like that was their religion. Like, how do you think that's your like? It's just a dude. Like what?
Well, he convinced them that he doesn't go poop at all. He is an individual that doesn't go poop. So they're like, "Wow, he's pure." And he convinced them that he is knowledgeable and everything.
No one's ever leaked a picture of him on the toilet.
I guess not. Well, what the fuck? How are they gonna do that?
I don't know. I mean, that would be a good way to just destroy everything that he claims to be.
Ricky, have you not heard of the news where a kid went to North Korea, right?
A child?
Oh, like maybe like
like a
an
young
18-year-old kid, man. He goes to North Korea, and he stays at one of their hotels, and they had like a propaganda poster on there. So he removed the propaganda poster because he wanted to take it home.
Uh-huh.
And they found out that he did that, so they tortured him to death, basically. Or they put him into like a slave camp, and then...
Well, those are two really big, like, majorly different outcomes. Which one was it? Did they torture him to death, or did they put him in a slave
They don't know. Like, he was just...
Nobody knows.
What the... They're not going to tell them what happened, but they gave it back to him. They gave it back to America as a vegetable.
So they didn't kill him.
Nothing more to it.
Can't torture him to death if they give him back as a vegetable.
Fine, they didn't torture him to death, Ricky, but they put him through some shitty things.
I vowed.
And we're going into some fucking political shit right here. Interpolitical...
Well, isn't North Korea going to be one of the new worlds in Kingdom Hearts 3?
I hope so.
Just go and beat the fuck out of King Jong-un with the Keyblade.
Or Kim Jong-un's the hero. Thanks, Kim Jong-un!
I know damn well that if shit goes down over there in Asia, that America better go back up Japan. That's like the one country we need to make sure, like just culturally for the world, can't be destroyed.
Saying Japan is the most important country.
Like there's no way North Korea is taking on China. They're right next door and they're like 80 times their size.
China's North Korea's ally.
Right now, but China wants to take that shit over.
China wants to take North Korea over?
Yeah, it's like when you fucking...
Do you know this?
It's like when you play nice with the nerd so he'll do your homework for you.
Who's the nerd in this scenario?
North Korea.
They have nothing to offer.
Like, China can't just declare because then that would look bad as far as the reputation for world peace and blah 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 and whatever nation, United Nations shit we're all involved in.
Ricky, I want to check your sources on this. You sound like you're speaking out of like some sort of like... Yeah, I talked to...
That's just common sense.
This is not common
Like,
sense.
look at big ass China, little North Korea. Like, who do you think China does more business with than anyone else in the country or in the world?
America?
Yeah, right? So they rely on our debt for a huge part of their economy, right?
Makes sense.
So if shit were to go down and they're like, hey, we're not going to just let you gank the shit out of North Korea.
How did this happen?
The only possible reason would be because they want North Korea. So it's like, that's not your nerd, that's my nerd. Like, I'm gonna bully that fucker. Don't, like, you know, don't try to take my seconds kind of thing. Like, because whatever, like, that's just more, like, North Korea is just all about accommodating power. Which is why they'll abuse their environment and people and everything to the point that they do with their factories and their low wage and blah, 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 blah. Just to seem like they have more power than they actually... Because I honestly think if we went to war with China, they wouldn't win. Like, they could have way more numbers than us, but one person presses a button to launch a nuke that kills millions. Like, so population isn't the defining factor.
Are you saying that
anymore.
we'd win a battle with China because we launched nukes?
Probably.
We get fucked. That's like the start of Fallout 3 right
Well,
there. Or the
yeah.
Fallout series.
Which is a great series. So what do we have to lose?
Besides 90% of the human population? Probably not
Well,
much.
it'll fix that problem too.
You're right, Ricky.
Hey, don't move. You're hurt.
Fuck, I never thought this through. I always wanted to play
fix
Fallout 1.
overpopulation? Fallout VR? that's what we're leading towards.
Oh, the graphics could be better.
It's all a training simulation to get us ready for after the war.
Fucking ready. Speaking of documentaries, I watched the Fallout lore videos. Those are interesting.
See, those aren't documentaries though, so they are interesting. The real world's just boring to me.
What the fuck, Ricky?
Like, if magic was real, I wouldn't give a shit about magic. Because I'd be like, whatever, I can go do that shit in my house. Like,
I was watching World War II documentaries. Those are fucking interesting as shit.
like, I'll watch my fucking uncle play Madden, but I won't watch actual football on TV. It's just something about, like, the whole, like, real versus fantasy is just more appealing to me. Like, I already gotta deal with the real world against my will. So, I'm not gonna willingly go and deal with more of it.
This is the real world that happened before we could even, like, comprehend the technology they had back then. Like, just absolute like, just nothing that's similar to what we have now.
I just feel like World War II is
World War II is fucking
old
crazy.
news.
What the fuck?
Like,
fake news, really.
it's old news. It's been like 50, 60 years. We need new World War.
That's what you're saying.
It's time.
Basically the Call of Duty series at its best here. Oh shit. Can I do it? Oh, I can't do any damage, right?
Well,
Because I don't
like,
have a Keyblade?
yeah.
No, I
so-
can cast magic still.
Yes, but you don't have any way to restore it, so...
Oh no.
I
was gonna keep running.
Yeah, but the gates are shut. You gotta go down to the bottom part and... You're not gonna be able to fight this guy. He'll kill you in like 2 shots.
I can take him. Where do I go? Bottom.
Like, all the way back around that corner. Then you gotta do the whole gate puzzle.
Can I get up there?
No, not yet. You gotta jump from the higher
Swerve.
ramp.